G'day folks, and Happy New Year. As we begin the 2025 year, I'm very happy to be with you, and I'm also very happy to have a very special guest from Galicia, Spain. Say hello to my friend Javi Cela. He presently resides in the northwest part of Spain, about a 6-hour drive at 300 degrees from Madrid. He is a engineer by trade. He has 2 engineering degrees, and he also is a renowned boat designer. And he's here in San Diego because I have commissioned him to build a 6-meter for me in my effort to win the 6-meter World Championships in September later this year in Oyster Bay, New York. So Javi, say hello to our friends and welcome to San Diego.
Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, it's a pleasure staying here, and of course we are looking forward to start working with the new boat.
So Javi, your name is really more than Javi. So tell these folks here that speak Spanish, what is your real name, the name you have in Galicia? What is your name?
Yeah. Well, my full name is Francisco Javier González Cela Echevarría, because we in Spain we keep both surnames from father and mother. But for traveling, it is easy just to say Javi Cela.
And so if people want to find you to design their new 6-meter, do they call you on the phone or do they send you emails? How do they reach you? The email is the best?
Yeah, email is the best usually.
So tell the folks here, what is your email address?
Yeah, my email address is celajavi@hotmail.com.
And so when you get that, and if they send some money, you pay a lot of attention to them, right?
Oh yes, of course, absolutely.
So Javi, we met him in Vancouver at the 6-meter World Championships 7 or 8 years ago when I chartered a boat from Bob Cadronel to race in the 6-meter Worlds. And Javi was there with the King of Spain, His Majesty Juan Carlos, because Juan Carlos has a 6-meter, and he was racing against me in Vancouver, and he had a great crew there. He had the 2 brothers from Brazil, and he also had Andy McDonald from Vancouver to show him around, and they were very competitive. I was surprised how well the King could sail and steer the boat, because he is the same age as I am. And so today, if I'm 82, His Highness, he must be ocho media, 85 years old, something
yes,
like this.
Something like this.
And so I'm looking forward to seeing the King at the Seawanhaka Yacht Club in September, where I'm going to try to win my 29th World Championships. And I think it's interesting to see the King, because he recently decided to move from Madrid, or where his palace was, where his son is the King of Spain. Juan Carlos decided to move to Abu Dhabi. So he is living now in Abu Dhabi and commutes to San Sesamo, the yacht club there, not too far from your home.
Yes, that's true.
And that's where he keeps his 6-meter. And I think that Pedro Campos is still alive and looks out for the King's boat. Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible, yes. Yeah, Pedro is taking care of the boat, and they keep training and optimizing, and they are continuously working on improvements.
So how do you improve a 100-year-old boat? There's not much you can really do to make it faster. There's nothing you can do to the mast. Is the crew weight for the old classic 6-meters 450 kilos, just like on my new boat?
Yes, around
around that.
Yes, because this is determined by the height of the flotation mark. So,
But so if you go to race in the World Championships like Greg Stewart will be doing here with Sprig, he's headed to the Worlds in Seawanhaka as well, and will be racing in the 6-meter World Championships, but they have two different divisions. They have the classic division where Greg and the King will be racing, and then they had the modern division that Javi just designed my new boat for, which has wings, and it has a keel that none of you have, or very few of you have ever imagined. So the keel is that normally slopes back from the hull, like on Splendor or on any of our modern boats. My keel actually goes a reverse keel. So the root of the keel is very narrow, it's very short, and the front of the keel goes forward. And so in San Diego Bay, the boat couldn't race, or in the ocean of Pacific, this boat wouldn't be able to sail because it would catch grass or kelp and the boat would stop. You would have to have some fancy keel cutter, or you would have to have Chris Bennett or someone that can swim well, like Javi. He's a very good swimmer as well. You would have to have them drive in and get the keel and the kelp off the boat because the boat would stop. So for those of you that will be around the San Diego Yacht Club, the new 6-meter will be at the club near the junior members where the starboats were kept for the Starboat Worlds, and you can stop by and have a look at this boat and the keel. And Javi has told me, and as well as other people, that the root of the keel, where the keel joins the hull, is a very high drag area. It produces a lot of turbulence behind and slows the boat down. So that's why the keels are all getting shorter and shorter. The root of the keel, where it attaches to the boat, is very small on modern boats. And that's why the keels are like Drew Frieda's new boat. The keel just goes straight down, and the rudder too, very long and narrow and deep, because where it attaches to the hull causes a lot of drag and slows the boats down. So that's the difference between a modern 6-meter and a classic. Greg Stewart keel goes long and narrow and goes down, but his boat is 100 years old. And the boat that Javi just designed for me that will be at the San Diego Yacht Club later in January, that you'll see, is a completely different boat. You wouldn't recognize it. And the boats are, 6-meter now is also a little smaller in length. It used to be that, like Greg Stewart's boat, Sprig, is probably 36, 37 feet long. And the boat that Javi designed for me, it has the same water line length, but it's much shorter overall. So the bow is cut off, the stern has got a very big slope. It doesn't look at all like Sprig. So I welcome you all to be part of my 6-meter campaign. Come and see me, and Luis Hernandez will be there as well. We'll have a tender for you to ride around on. Javi will be out there coaching us, telling us to move our weight forward or back, or that the mast needs to have more mast bend. The spreaders need to have more slope. So that's what we'll be doing for the next 3 or 4 months, is tuning up our new 6-meter, getting her ready to head to Oyster Bay in Long Island Sound for the World Championships in September. So please stay tuned. Sorry for this lengthy podcast, but I thought you would be interested in meeting my friend Javi. And if you need a new 6-meter or you need a boat design, he can do it. He also works for the Spanish Navy, and he can design you a new frigate with missiles, because he knows everything from the U.S. technology. He has all our government technology in his back pocket. So Javi, welcome to San Diego.
Thank you,
and
Dennis.
thank you for being here.
It's a
And
pleasure.
we look forward to working with you.
Thank you so
and
much.
let's see one more World Championship.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.